I'd like to sincerely apologize for coming way behind schedule. It was due to some issues beyond our control, but we're here. And we start the program, a weekly edition of the program, Journalist Hangout, where we analyze issues through the journalistic lens. My name is Maimuna Muhammad Babangida, and hopefully my panel of discussants will be joining me much later in the program. Talking about Abu Madu of the Leadership newspaper and chairman of the Nigerian Union of Journalists, Niger State Council, and of course, Onifade Abayomi of the Mass Communications Department, Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida University, Lapai. All right. I will start with the audience, but 3 or 4 issues up for discussion. We'll be discussing this beautiful Saturday morning in the program, Journalist Hangout. You can be part of the program by calling through the number 0903-880-8883. That is 0903-880-8883. Or you can post your comments on our Facebook page, Prestige FM Mina. That is Prestige FM Mina. And we're streaming live on our Facebook page, Prestigefm91.7mx. And of course, Prestigefm91.7mx on YouTube. And of course, on radio app, prestigefmradio.org.ng. All right. Issues are for discussion. The program Journalist Hangout this beautiful Saturday morning will revolve around the issue of screening of political appointees in Niger State, where there were allegations here and there that are ghost appointees, and as such, the state government deemed it necessary to screen to ascertain the total number of truly those who were appointed or given appointment as SAs, SSAs and others. So the screening has raised a lot of dust in the state. Some, those coming from a very far area. And the first day of the screening, it was quite dramatic. And those in charge really ran for their to be safe. And they upward review that procedures, making it that those appointees in certain categories will come for a day and others will come for another day. Still, there are issues there. Okay, away from the screening of political appointees in Niger State, we'll be taking a look at the drama happening in the main opposition party, talking about the People's Democratic Party, where there are indications coming from factions, a faction of that party, saying that they have suspended the national chairman of the People's Democratic Party and the secretary due to internal crisis here and there. Okay, away from politics, we'll be taking a look at the issue of the hike in the pump price again and again and again. And there are anticipation that we should brace up for more pump price of PMS, talking about petrol in Nigeria due to market forces. Now, it is not the NNPCL that is really the major player there. If you look at what is happening with the Dangote refinery and of course the pricing there, NNPC withdrawing as middleman in that arrangement, giving room for other main marketers to also step in, buy and sell. And they attributed that, even the federal government coming out to say that it is not the one that increased the fuel pump price in the country, but it is market forces. So we'll be taking a look at the implication for the Nigerian populace and of course celebrating the International Day of the Culture. I'm proud to be one, and we are celebrating ourselves. So you can be part of the program by calling through the number 0903-880-8883. Let's start with the audience. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Morning, Deputy Challenger.
Deputy Challenger, I'm calling you from Tudun Fulani City.
All right, sir.
This issue of screening of
political appointees
is a very sympathetic issue and it's also worrisome and it's a very controversial issue.
Yes, sir.
The question I want to ask is this. Due to what they are saying, some of them is fake letter that they will present for documentation.
There were allegations.
And some they upgrade their appointment that is from SA to SSA, from SSA to coordinator, and co. The question I want to ask is this, Hajia Memuna, is even making me laugh. The person that is doing the documentation, is he not seeing where is he when all these letters are coming to his office? Is he not doing proper screening before documentation? I don't know if you're understanding me.
Yes, sir.
So that person that is in charge of documentation, is he not really doing the needful in that Where is it when all these things are happening? I don't know if you're understanding.
Yes, sir.
Supposed to do what we call equity, justice, and fairness. In anything they are doing, there should be modesty in it. No? I don't know if you're understanding.
Yes, sir.
Because I'm not happy with this. It is a very big slap. I am not happy.
All right, sir.
Secondly, Hajia Memuna, this issue of petrol, at least now, petrol has increased almost 3 times now. I want to ask a question. The Minister of Petroleum happens to be the president of this country. Why is he not saying anything?
We have Minister of State also.
This issue of increment of petrol. Why is he not saying anything? And due to what Minister of Information said, Malaji, that is not the fault of the president or the federal government. NNPC, I want to ask you a question. Who are they? Who are they answerable to? Is he not the Minister of Petroleum? Who is paying them? Is he not the federal government? So why will they increase it without letting Mr. President or the Minister of Petroleum know? It's a very controversial issue.
Definitely.
Please, the president should step up and do the needful.
Right,
and on the last day, we shall all give an account of everything we do on earth. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Gabo, the challenger, for that valuable contribution to the program Journalist Hangouts. Let's take this call. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Auntie Maimuna.
Morning, sir. Who do you have on the line?
Thank you for having me. My name is Dari, calling from Bida.
All right, Dari, make your comments.
Maimuna.
Yes, sir.
What happened in political appointee in Niger State? Problem is from the governor. Governor, the people that governors support to listen for, governor not listen for that people. The people that governor have to close them, governor not close them. Why all these kind of things cannot happen in Niger State? And the prayer where people are praying, now you have to God and them. I think there's people that trek from Bida, from Ushishi, from Nigeria. Governor Aputeme, they give those people appointee. They refuse to give, and now go doing a small thing. So what governor have to do now? Those people that have fun in this one way happen, the person attack. Now God, they give people to win election. By grace of God, as governor have this much work for Niger entirely, 2027 we elected him again. And he should not, he should open his eyes. Open your eyes. If you travel, go and do 2 days, 10 days in outside, come to your state for like a 15 or 20 days. At the F2 One World magazine, I give you advice and air every day. And lastly, Auntie Maimuna, the issue of petrol eye. What I'll say there, write it down today, Auntie Maimuna.
Yes, sir. We
buy fuel from now to December 2000 in government practice. Auntie Maimuna, if you are watch outside radio like the BBC, Voice of America, France, and others, as marketer talk, we buy fuel 2,000 naira. What we do, we just pray that give us money to go and buy anything, any amount they're selling. God bless you and thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Galidari, expressing optimism and of course the fears on the hike in pump price, and of course advising the government to verify its political appointees also. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, madam.
Morning, sir. Mr. Butek, make your comments.
This is Mr. Butek from General Emma, Ushishi Estate.
All right, sir. Make your comments.
We celebrated Girl Child yesterday.
Yes, sir.
We give glory to Almighty God. But my worry is that people are violating some of these girls. And the laws are too simple. They are not dealing with them at all. I wish they should abdicate part of responsibility to local government. For example, let me advocate this. Anybody, because if you look at the age of those that are raping these girls, you will be amazed. So So any adult that rape a girl of 0 to 10 years, local government, they should hand it over back to local government. Because to these people, they should give them death penalty straight. Anybody that did that death penalty, it shouldn't exceed 7 days. Anyone that rape a girl from 10 to 13 years, that one should be in the hands of state government. Life in prison. Anyone that rape from 14 to 18, they should frog that one very well and then put him probably 40 years in imprisonment. And the penalty should continue on and on and on and on and on. Because if they are doing this and going free, they only put it on pages of paper. Look at the other one that happened in Bauchi. That man, over 40 years or 50, raped a 4-year-old girl and dropped her in the way. The one in Lagos too, if you listen, is very, very pathetic. So there are no rules taking care of this. So government should please sit up and leave some of these responsibilities since they have enough on their table. Leave part of this responsibility to local government, some to state. Let's divide it so that nobody can do it and go free. This fuel pump price hike. I'm afraid because our civil society they look for democracy and they don't care the type of democracy. Once it's democratic government, they are okay. It's unfortunate because this democracy is no longer government of the people. Forget about anything that is happening. At all, it's not government of the people at all. And yesterday they had this mental day. They give to Sekai. They should even check the mental fitness of our leaders. Because you can't be suffering your people and you'll be very, very happy moving up and down, thinking nothing is happening. There is something wrong with you. In America and US, they used to check the
mental evaluation before for political appointees and others.
May God help Nigeria.
Amen. All right. Okay, let's come back to the studios. Nifade Abayomi, welcome to the program.
Good morning.
Okay, where he was given that instant that for any political appointees or a person seeking for election, there should be mental evaluation of the process. I can recall that in Kano, one of northern states in Nigeria, they made it mandatory that before a person can get married, part of the pre-marital evaluation, they should evaluate them. And during the local government elections, they also evaluated the mental health of those contestants, and there were revelations on the depth of mental crisis that we are having in the country.
You see, many people that spoke on the issue of mental health problem in Nigeria. People like Falano, people like most of good sons, both medical health practitioners and everything. They made us to know that a large number of people in Nigeria are suffering from mental illness. But the degree level, the rate is what is the varies from each other. That some people is there, but it's not pronounced until something trigger it. When you see somebody that just woke up because your husband offended you and you boil hot water and you pour on the man on the bed, is that not a sign of mental health? A serious one is psychopathic. A situation is serious. And when you see somebody that just felt that they took knife and stabbed the husband, while he's sleeping,
then the other way around also.
And when you see the man also felt that he felt he's doing so many things, just carry cane and carry something, begin to beat the woman, punching back.
The high rate of sexual and abuse, domestic violence in the country
is even getting higher. Where you see the rate at people we treat the young get child, treat woman, treat themselves and everything, you get to know that. And you can't far-fetch that many economics have said that is because of the hardship in the country.
Okay, let's leave that aside. The issue of mental health we celebrated during the work under review, but we are focusing on the International Day of the Girl Child.
That's what is in vogue now, International Day of Girl Child. And you see every year it come like that, National Day within the Africa, within all those things. But you see, we're still left with so many things that needed to be conscious of when it comes to girl child. Like many of the callers, they lay out so many issues. The first issue, they said somebody was talking about issue of trafficking. Somebody was talking about maltreatment. Somebody was talking about sexual abuse. Somebody was talking about, I believe, not to give the child quality education. Looking at after all discriminations and all these things, and stereotyping and all those things melting against them. And you see, many research has shown that if you train a girl child, you are building the nation. If you are treating a girl child well, then you are making a society a better place. So if you find so many research doing those things, by now I think there's supposed to be a very landslide achievement in that area. But you see that there's still many lacuna, many space to be filled when it comes to kind of that.
But there are issues of domestication of these resolutions coming from international bodies in order to ensure that the girl child is protected in the society in every aspect of it and is given equal opportunity to strive to achieve what she wants to achieve. How can you rate Nigeria's performance in ensuring that the girl child is safe, giving her all the opportunity to strive to be the best she can be in the society?
I won't say there are no effort that have been made towards that in Nigeria, but how do we rate the effort? That's the question. What is the level of the question? What the level of it is that? What are the achievements in Nigeria when you look at it? You see, I felt that I don't know people's opinion, but I feel that it's still a lip service when it comes to achieving what we are talking about. If you look at the template, if you look at the articles, if you look at all those promulgations, if you look at enactments of judicial enactments, if you look at the NGO's pronouncement, if you look at the human rights charter or their child, listening on those things, you see that Nigeria will still fall behind all those things. We still fall behind. Look at so many girl child on the street, so young, roaming about in name of hawking, in name of child labor, in name of so many things. You see them running about. It's not in the north only. Go to many places, it's done. I went to a particular place. I saw somebody want to serve me food, and I saw a small girl child bringing food and selling food. And I asked the child, don't you supposed to be in the school? He said no, that she's working here. I said, why? He said, because the parents brought her to work here, because they cannot send her to school. You see, it touches my heart. It breaks my heart. That I look at the young girl child when she was talking to me. I see that I saw brilliant child. I saw something in that child. What are we talking about? The government has never provided a situation. Look, some people are there, not that they don't want to train that child to school, but they don't have the means. How the government responding?
High cost of living
and all those things.
And of course, the girls are a chunk of the total number of out-of-school children in Nigeria.
That's it. Yes. Yes, that's if you look at the number, that's it. So, what is government doing towards that? You see, we have seen that out of school policy, out of school this and that one. How are they fair? Are they fair in terms of that? We see that most of those policies and programs are just scams. We cannot hide our tongue or our lips. Let's be sincere. How many have they gone out of? Recently on social media, it trends. Look at so many girls on the street of Kano. Somebody was videoing it. In the name of I don't want to say, and it's so large number. Then my heart, I said, look at the generation mothers, look at generation societal builders. What are they doing on the street?
Okay, let's look at the theme of this year: girls' vision for the future.
So if you say girls' vision for the future, it means that you are seeing something that look, if we make this okay, then the future is better. It's brighter and better. Right. That's what we're saying.
Away from celebrating the International Day of the Girl Child, let's look at the trending issue: the screening of political appointees in Niger State.
You see, there are a lot of routes, and I had said something to myself. I said, I've never seen this before. That you see that you are political appointee, so many of them, and to the extent that some people are yet to be paid, and some people are not paid, and it's okay if you are not prepared, maybe you are not captured, come to the government house and do clearance. And some people said they came from so many places and they were there 2 days, and they are bringing some people in the interest. First of all, say okay, write number. Later they come and say write your name, and everything was so rowdy. And I thought to myself, political appointee. Is he an appointment? Is he an employment process or what? It's an appointment. And if you are doing appointment, there's supposed to be a proper way of doing it. If I'm appointing you to a particular place, I don't know, I'm appointing you as my aide on so a senior aide on so. There's supposed to be a proper thing. So I saw porousness. I saw lack of political will in some things there. And let's be sincere. It's not it has not happened before. Somebody told me when I was saying somebody told me in that government, I said, look, it's a way of employing people. I said, no, that's no way of employing people.
But if this
that's not the way.
Political appointments by the government is not a way of employing people. Look at those who actively participated in the election process, worked for the governments.
See, that's why we still do mistakes in Nigeria. Go and study process of election and everything in the world. Must because you participate in this thing, you are participating to make your country better. Not for me to come and say, okay, come and stay. If I say come and be, I'll give you political appointee on what you cannot do. Are you
But I thought they are using the due process in making appointments. Some on mobilization, some of area.
I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they do it. I don't know what. To me, I felt that it is too porous. That's the language. We cannot, madam, we cannot take it. We cannot jettison that. How long have you seen that happening anywhere that you see the political appointee coming rousy and making a false statement on the chairman of the committee, making chairman of this and calling the governor to come to the aid and come all these things and everything? Have you ever seen it before?
The issue is
this is a serious slap.
The
governor need to now be in charge of some things by himself. He now need to come in and see that, look, this is wrong. This is not done well. This is not this thing well, and be in charge of those things. And it might be a very, those people that are there may just be that some of them make so many indictments against the chairman, which might not be true. Which might not be true because we are not saying that it's true. Which might not be true. However, there are need for the governor to now begin to know that there are so many issues that need to control, that need to make sure that so that they will not make a fast statement on the ruling and its administration. Because if you are doing something to make something better, new Niger agenda, Niger food, Niger agricultural security, and so many things so many good policies, construction of roads, all this making school better, do all these things, and somewhere is trying to poison the process of what you are doing. It might not be fair. So the truth of the matter, you need to come and see so that they straighten iron something straight. If you are giving appointment to somebody, are those people meriting it? Are those people that you give, are they the one that, because there must be people signing for it. So are they the one that is there? So let them settle everything at once and let the political appointee, every one of them is settled. But the truth of the matter is that there are proper way of doing these things. We have seen people, many governors has come and make political appointee. We have not seen this happen before. The people they say come for this year and they begin to rout and everything. It still boils down to that there are so many of them. That's what it means. There are so many of them. Why? If you work for me and I feel that I want to compensate you, there are a lot of places I can do it. Okay, I can give you another place to work. I can give you something to work. I can give you a contract to do. I can give you something to do. There are a lot of contracts that you can give. Small one that they will make their this and they will do it well. So there are a lot of things. There are a lot of appointments you did in the state recently. If I know that they are graduates and they have what they can do, I can give them a permanent job.
Okay, still in politics, let's look at the opposition, People's Democratic Party, with the indication coming from the National Working Committee suspending its acting national chairman of the PDP, talking about Umar Damagun, and of course its national secretary Samuel Anyang, over alleged anti-party activities. If you look at what happened in River State and others, internal rumblings in the opposition party.
You see, Damagun,
for the soul of the
Anyang are also in control by somebody. Obviously, you definitely know that. And when they came, they say, okay, Ologunagba, the spokesperson, something, what do you call it? Ologunagba and this guy, for the son, should go and sit down. They said, okay, we are suspending you, go. And those other faction came and said, Ayahun, you too, Damago, you too, go. You see that there are a lot of factions in that PDP. And that faction, let me tell you something. Let's not forget that that's why Fubara allow APP to win most of the local government election in the state. People don't know what at play there, because Fubara knew that he's not in charge of AP, he's not in charge of PDP. somebody is in charge of PDP in the state, because if you look at the PDP acting chairman, PDP, all the four heads are just indirect submission to somebody somewhere in the Abuja ruling, and it's only board of trustee level that he felt that two persons is inside, and he felt that for me to be on the safer side, since I'm not in the two ruling party, let me bring another party to come and win the primary local government election there, so that I will be on the safer side where to hide my head when it's the boss. Fubara calculates very well. So he knows what is going on. Some people say that what is going on in PDP, Wike will be laughing because Wike does not have. Wike have serious and what is going on in PDP now, because all the PDP head, Damago, Ayamu, and the rest are pro Wike. They are pro Wike. Wike controls them. So when it comes the other fashion, the fact that this you cannot be subject to the Wike, and the truth of the matter is that PDP has a strong in-house problem that needed to now begin to look at it and need to have to get control of it, because when the house is divided, there's no any other they can succeed in anything. You cannot, if you are united, you cannot succeed, and that's why you see that APC is taking a strike giant, because they know how to play their card. So PDP need to wake up and put their house in order. If they don't put their house in order, they will continue to be a weak opposition party, the way it is now. So if they are weaker, they cannot oppose anything. If you cannot see your face, how do you see other people's faces? So that's what is happening in the PDP. And PDP is we find that we are the opposition party that speaks. Before you know, Ologunagba would have challenged any policy of this thing. He would speak. But now you can't hear him speaking. We don't have anything speaking. The LP party that we find that is also speaking. It is also having the Abure fashion and the rest in their own party. So you can see what Nigeria politicians are playing in Nigeria.
So they can adequately speak out for the masses. There's no internal crisis. There's no opposition party the way it is, because internal crisis it's in them. Is it not political calculations coming from the government in power to destabilize the opposition party? It could be. It has happened in the past when PDP was also in government. Checkmate what they are doing. It has happened when PDP was also in government. They will plant somebody in another party. And begin to rouse that party and begin to use that party to scatter that place so that they will not have face. It's happening. So if it's the same people now calculating that something, it's what it used to play in Nigeria. That's still at playing. So when do we get it right? That's the question. When do we get it right? And as it is Nigeria, we have one political party system. That's what's happening. We have several political parties. No, that's what's happening practically. Pragmatically, that's what's happening. So, because if you see in the state whereby a governor is sitting and all the old person there also winning the local government chairman, doesn't mean that the other people that are better in the other party cannot. Even in Plateau, you see PDP sweeping everything. Doesn't mean that there's no other party that can win it. So what are we talking about? Okay, 0903880888 is the number to call in, of course, make your comment. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Auntie Maimuna.
Good morning, sir.
I want to say good morning to you all in the studio.
Good morning.
My number one take is for the article.
Who's speaking, please?
You see, he said, as you dress your bed, that is how you fly on it.
Definitely.
The way this political appointment was given, as if it was water was swinging with a broom. It was given anyhow. So you should expect anyhow outcome. So I advise Mr. Governor, let him come, let him intervene to see that the proper thing is done. Then PDP crisis. About me, you have said it all. It's as if you are in that party. This crisis is handled by an individual. And probably even sponsored by someone. I don't go beyond that. The issue of property. Auntie Maimuna.
Yes, sir.
One begin to wonder. Who is the president of Nigeria?
President Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Who is the minister for petroleum?
The president.
Someone came to tell us the other time in your studio that her husband should not be held responsible for the difficulties masses are facing in Nigeria. Then who should be held responsible? He said that we have been told subsidy gone. But we can still say the other time they were saying NNPC on oil marketers. What money are they owing them? Then issue of the World Girl Child Day. Those to the girl child. And I'm always happy anytime I hear Memuna's voice on the studio.
Thank you, sir.
These are the advantages of training of girl child. And I expect every girl child to be able to do, if not up to, should be more than Memuna Babangida's what he's doing. So I will want to employ our government. They should be more serious and proactive on dealing with particularly those men who are always in violence with female or girl child, particularly the rape. A very strong sanction should be issued to anybody found wanting on that aspect. That is my take, and thank you for giving me the opportunity.
All right, thank you very much, sir. Let's take these comments on our Facebook page coming from Aliu. He said, on the issue of racketeering in political appointees, I don't think Mr. Governor is in charge. Name and punish those, and of course, it is highly embarrassing to the state. Thank you very much, Ali, for that comment. Umar asked me, a lion that harasses, intimidates, scares away, or devours at the will other smaller, vulnerable animals and species end up being killed by an ant, and its flesh and bones will be eaten up by vultures. The way, manner, and speed at which they are deliberately destroying Nigeria is the saddest style needs to be reminded in case they are too busy to remember that. I don't know if Nigerians elect Mr. President to sell fuel or to serve the nation. Thank you. Abumadu, you're welcome to the program.
Yes.
Okay, just came in. Okay, you're welcome. You're welcome.
The reason why I am late.
The road is bad.
Okay, we are doing verification also here.
Yes, I can see.
Okay, let's pick up. Let's have your take on that verification exercise of political appointees.
No, it's a product of what? Reckless proliferation.
Thank you.
Lack of coordination.
That's it.
Excessive use of executive fiat. And over centralization. These are the products.
That's it. It's it. It's in a grammar level.
I say reckless proliferation, lack of coordination, excessive use of executive fiat, and over centralization.
Okay. I think we will leave them for them to be coded. Let's go to the issue of the opposition party, suspension of the national chairman of the People's Democratic Party and its secretary, coming from faction of that political party.
The Magu or all sorts is that what goes around comes around. It's karma. The same manipulations and reckless or lack of empathy being displayed by APC that we are in charge. We can always have our way. The same thing PDP did. And what they did is now what is coming
around. Yes.
To the extent that an individual is holding them to ransom. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. You so do it. There's a way that you do it that you now breed certain wild animals, that one will be so wild that will hold other wild animals to ransom. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. I'm speaking codedly.
No.
I don't understand what I'm saying. That is what is happening in
somebody sitting somewhere.
Controlling. We know that the Wagu has no capacity to hold PDP to ransom.
Allegations to other opposition also.
I understand. Has no capacity to hold people to ransom. The style of PDP then is that you go and plant one person in opposition to destroy the opposition.
Yes, that's it. That's it.
Now,
it's coming around.
The same formula is being used.
It's coming around to them.
And let me tell you,
exactly.
You say I say it.
Yes.
Another
Chamo, you're right.
use the same formula against APC.
APC too.
Okay.
That's it.
That's that.
Safety happening.
Except if Nigerian politicians turn a new leaf.
That's it.
Okay, on the issue of
right.
the recent pump price hike in the country, allegations here, some thinking that, okay, it is not their responsibility.
I'm bearing it because I can tell you that when I'm driving here, my tank is showing red. But the problem, I want to align myself with Dangote, that we don't know how dangerous the cabals controlling the petroleum sector are in this country. If you want to block them this way,
they'll come out this way.
But he's also an advocate of the removal of fuel subsidy in the country.
Yes, but you see, there is a way that you can do it, that the thing is coming like a ban on Nigerians. It's supposed to be
gradual.
It should be gradual. Don't weary.
You wash it gradually.
I try to understand what I'm saying. But
not just once.
This one is
it's too weighty. Yes, it's too weighty.
Either you have the capacity to live or
not.
you don't have the capacity to survive.
And the minimum wage is still at its level.
Nobody's saying anything.
Nobody even saying anything.
Nobody says anything.
And even I can assure you that even if they pay you the minimum wage,
you will not even make anything. No impact.
It cannot. It has
not create any impact.
Somebody was telling that the difference may not be more than 40.
It will not create any impact.
And
the impact of that,
the market price will continue to rise due to, and they are telling us that it is the international market or market forces that will determine the prices of petrol.
They are not allowing.
Look, our leaders are stuck between our realities and what they think is the ideal thing. They are stuck in between. So we are having serious problem with leadership behavior, with empathy for the poor. If you have empathy for the poor, they will not say what they are saying.
Okay, they are saying what they are saying.
How can you compare us with Dubai? How can you compare us with
Saudi Arabia, where their minimum wage, the kind of intervention government's giving to them?
People are well coordinated. They are working for their people. And they don't care about saving for their children and grandchildren.
The government has
what they want is the security within
system works. All those places are mentioning system works.
System works.
Government is good. People have advantage too. Health-wise, transportation, and all these things are subsided. Everything are doing medication for the people. But here you don't have any plan for your people, and you are comparing what was. That's it.
When you leave job, that's all.
Nothing. Many people that retire before you know they are already getting tired and going.
Except if you are good at going into politics.
Okay, let's take this comment coming from
the most lucrative business in Nigeria.
For the meantime, Shehu Osama Gaya, the issue of fuel pump price has made foodstuff and other things more costly. Unfortunately, it is very bad. The government are not trying for the masses at all, and the government are just deciding in favor of themselves without thinking how their decision will affect the citizens of this country. Give up the good work. Thank you, Shehu Osama Gaya. Lado Umar. Okay, thank you. About the economy, we are not free from one problem and the other is coming. So Nigerian problem chalk. They want us to die. What am I even saying? People die every day because of high cost of living, and Tinubu is traveling up and down, no impact. Before you know, 4 or 8 years, nothing tangible to talk about. Let us keep praying for ourselves and not say government. Jaffer Ibrahim Bindiga, it has been an eventful week in Niger State. Okay, thank you. Political appointees screening approximately 4,000 political appointees gathered at the Niger State Government House in Mina for screening exercise, which unfortunately turned chaotic. The screening committee also uncovered over 3,850 unauthorized political appointees, sparking crisis within the ruling All Progressive Congress. Is unfortunate. Pump fuel price hike. The PDP in Niger State has condemned recent increments in the pump price, stating that it will further worsen the economic hardship faced by the citizens. International Day of the Girl Child. We celebrate the Girl Child. Thank you. A global initiative at promoting girls' empowerment, education, and rights. Let's take a moment to acknowledge the impact of creating a supportive environment for the girls to strive. Thank you very much, Jaffer Ibrahim Bendiga. Abumad, on the International Day of the Girl Child,
Get child is, we have said it, that is key to prosperity within the society. We know it. And you know, if if you know the capacity of women, at least historically, recent history, show us that yes, women are really people full of capacity. And where do you get it from? You get it from sound education and encouraging girls child to be educated. I think it's a good one, and I'm very happy that Niger State is a participant in Agile project, and I pray that we should have more and more enrollment of the girl child within the confines and defined way of our beliefs and culture.
All right. Umar Mansa is saying good morning. Shehu Samagaya, good morning. Jafar, good morning. Aisha Jibril, good morning also to you and the guests in the house. Thank you. Farida M. Al-Hatu, okay, thank you. Good morning. Abba Jamal, good morning all on our Facebook page. Due to time factor, this is where we'll start on the program.
Without get child education, where will you see Ajia Memuna Wagida?
That's what somebody just said. And I remember that in Shamu also have two guest child first.
Yes.
And when you get to his house, you see two of them running around his head and myself. If I see my two girl child, when I come in and they are bouncing their head like when they see me,
yes,
it gives joy.
Yes.
You know.
They have excessive love.
I'm telling you, to parents and everything, you get to know. So girl child is just it's also when you see.
You know, one thing is appreciating the girls, and another is creating the environment
for them
to strive to achieve the best they can.
And not really being judgmental about
the gender, whatever.
Natural. Just like what if you are well brought up,
that's it.
To be modest in the presence of their child and give them
the best.
The best.
Exactly.
And that is why that is where you can be a good husband and you can be a good father.
That's it.
A good brother also, a good son.
Brother, a good
son.
son.
Start from there.
Yes.
All right, thank you very much, Abu Madu of the Leadership Newspaper and Chairman of Nigerian Union of Journalists, Niger State Council, for being part of the program. And Friday Abayomi of the Mass Communications Department, Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida University, and of course an editor with the news department right here in Prestige Radio 91.7. Thank you for being part of the program. You can do it next week, God's willing. Special appreciation to the management of Prestige Radio for giving us the opportunity to come your way. This year on duty, Ahmed Issa Sakbaye, and of course Stephen Jia for streaming us live on our various social media handles. My name is Maimuna Muhammad Baba, and I say keep on listening to Prestige Radio 91.7 FM. Good morning.